Tony Stewart officially announced on Friday here at the Michigan International Speedway that Ryan Newman will join the new Stewart-Haas Racing NASCAR Sprint Cup Series team and drive the number 4 Chevrolet in 2009. Newman, a 13-time Sprint Cup Series race winner, including this year's Daytona 500, will be a teammate to Stewart, who will drive the number 14 Chevrolet. The announcement pairs 2 Indiana natives and 2 former USAC champions under one roof.
You know, being able to announce that we've got Ryan on board is something that we've all been looking forward to since the day that we first spoke with Ryan and Chrissy about coming over here and joining the team. So we're just more excited to be able to let everybody else know. We know what it's done for the organization once we announced that I was coming over. The flood of personnel that have come over and wanted to join the team since we made that announcement has been huge, and with the addition of Ryan coming on board now, I think is even going to make that list even grow larger. So it keeps giving us a greater depth of people that we have as an option now to get over to the race team and add to the people that we have right now and make this team even stronger than what it was a couple weeks ago already.
Newman said there were a number of teams looking to sign him since his announcement he would depart Penske Racing at the end of the season, but Stewart was ultimately the deciding factor in the move.
You know, it was mostly Tony. Obviously, I saw the shop, I saw the backbone in the foundation that Haas had laid with you know, their efforts, and you know, talking to Tony and his people, it just it seemed to be the best decision for the right reasons, and that's what I was all about. I always said I felt like I was fortunate having options, to have that option to go to what I thought was the best place to do the best thing for me and my long-term goals. So you know, when Tony's situation came to light, and you know, those things became more public, it was easier to understand those things for me.
With the current Haas cars currently outside the top 35 in owners' points, Stewart talked about the discussions and what steps the team took in convincing Newman to join the team.
I think the big thing talking to Ryan and Chrissy and you know, these guys was just explaining to them how the organization was going to be. You know, obviously we're not exactly this year with the teams where we want to be right now, but the big thing was you know, showing Ryan what we're doing, what steps we're taking, how it's going to be different next year, and why I think it's going to be successful. And you know, the thing that impressed me the most about Ryan was he asked all the right questions from day one. I mean, it wasn't, you know, the thing with Ryan was it wasn't about there was never, we've still never spoke about a dollar in the contract. I mean, from day one, the questions that he had for me were all about how are we going to win races, how are we going to win championships, how are we going to get the right people in place to do the right jobs. And those were the questions that really impressed me the most with Ryan. Is you know, it was first and foremost about how he was going to run, and how we were going to ensure that we were going to give him quality cars and equipment and people to surround him to give him that opportunity.
With sponsorship for Stewart's car already locked down with Office Depot and Old Spice, the team is now looking to secure sponsorship for the number 4 car now that the driver has been signed.
We're currently working on sponsors for Ryan's car. We were hoping to have them done for today, but we didn't get it done in time. So, you know, hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have something locked down on that side. But it's just making sure that we put the right partners together, and versus selling it to one sponsor. When you're working with multiple sponsors, it's making sure that you have that continuity between the two to make it work for both parties. So it makes it a little harder, and there's the process is a little longer to get the contracts done with them.
After driving a Ford and a Dodge in his Sprint Cup career, Newman will now get his shot at driving a Chevrolet.
Yeah, the Chevrolet part of it I'm excited about. Obviously, Tony is super excited about it, and it's a new deal for me. So, you know, I look forward to putting the Chevrolet in victory lane. And with the tie to Hendrick, that's, you know, it's obviously assumed to be a good thing. That's, you know, part of the reason I feel it's going to be successful, and I look forward to, you know, driving what currently even now is a Hendrick car at Stewart-Haas Racing.
The number 4 and 14 Stewart-Haas Chevrolets will make their debut in the 2009 Daytona 500. You can get your tickets for the 51st running of the Great American Race, as well as other events for Speed Weeks 2009 by visiting racetickets.com. Reporting from the Michigan International Speedway, For Racing OneCast, this is Pete Pistone reporting.